All right, folks, welcome to a day of week 2. It'll be day 3 of the week, so if you're feeling a little sore and stiff, that's okay. We're going to spend a little bit more time warming up today. This whole dynamic warm-up period for today's video takes about 10.5 minutes, so just like any other day, if you'd like to skip through this, just go to about 10.5 minutes into the video and you can get right to the workout part. So let's get going. What we're going to start with today is some forward and backwards jogging. So you don't need much space, 10 to 15 feet in the room that you're working out will suffice. Remember, you can always do this in place. So some forward and backwards jogging, okay? And after we do the forward and backwards jogging, we're going to go ahead and switch to a lateral crossover jog. Remember, we really focus on the locomotion patterns because it's so important to just human movement in general. Typically, the better mover you are, the better everything else is kind of down the line. So switching to some cross under jog. So the back half of that karaoke, crossing the trailing leg underneath. And now we're going to switch to some karaoke. Okay, so alternating that crossover and cross under, really trying to turn those hips. Remember, the disassociation idea is very important. As we move sideways, trying to keep that torso square with the wall in front of you and trying to rotate your hips so your tailbone points to either wall on either side of you, okay? And next is that snap yoke. So it's an exaggerated high knee, a little bit more explosive version of a karaoke. That means something different, everybody. Get a little bit longer with that one. So really drive that knee up and over, being more explosive with it, okay? And now working into a tapioca, so fast feet. Remember, your body moves slow laterally, but the feet move fast, the hips move fast and rotate. A little bit longer with the tapioca. There we go. Nice work. Really get that heart rate up. Remember, a good dynamic warm-up. We're going to switch to some shuffling next. So forward and backwards shuffling, keeping that right foot in front. Great dynamic warm-up. First, raises the core temperature. So that's key. Gets all the fluids moving. Gets the body prepped for the next thing to go. I'm going to switch that left foot in front now. So forward and backwards shuffling. Feet do not cross. You're pushing off the right leg as you're moving forward. Push off the left leg as you're moving backwards. Okay, now we're going to switch to some lateral shuffling and throwing the eye swings with the arms there. Okay, so swing those arms close to the body, just forward and backwards through a full range of motion. Getting those shoulders moving at the same time that we're doing a different pattern with the lower body. So a little bit of upper and lower dissociation there. Okay, and now switching to some T-swings. So T-swings while we're shuffling. Okay, so remember other components of a good dynamic warm-up. Going to some O-swings now. Oh, sorry, no, we're still T-swings. You're activating key muscle groups. Okay, you're mobilizing key joints. And now we're into the O-swings, folks. And then you're trying to potentiate the nervous system. So as long as you're doing those 4 things in any dynamic warm-up, you're setting yourself up for success throughout the whole rest of your workout. All right. After the O swings, I'm going to switch it up. We're going to do what we call scuffling. So it's a combo of a skip and a shuffle. So you're doing a skipping rhythm while you're shuffling. So feet don't cross. Remember, you want to try to push a little bit harder with that trail leg to propel yourself in the direction that you're moving and to clear a little bit of space for that next skip step. Nice rhythmic movement, bouncing off the balls of the feet. Very good, folks. That's a challenging movement to master, okay? Next is what we call jopping, another combo movement. So combining a jump, which is 2 legs, so leaving and returning to the ground with 2 legs, and a hop, which is 1 leg. So kind of a jump and hop combo. You notice I'm pushing off the trail leg back onto 2, almost like a step back jumper. Very similar to a basketball move, okay? And then next we're going to switch it up. So 2 in the front, 1 in the back. This is also a jop, just a little bit different. So going off the 2 in front, moving the body slightly backwards. Always on that 1 leg, your trailing leg is the leg that's behind in the direction that you're moving. Nice and bouncy. There we go. So the idea is to be rhythmic, to be balanced, be graceful during all of this stuff right here. All right. So we got the warm-up part. Now we're going to move into a little bit of more slow speed, kind of dynamic mobility. We're going to do a knee tuck to a lunge, reaching down to the floor and then reaching up. Okay, so it's going to work on some hip and hamstring mobility there. Getting the hip through a full range of motion in that sagittal plane. Okay, it's also going to work on a little bit of ankle mobility as you drop your hips and you drive that knee forward out over that toe. It's going to force that ankle to dorsiflex. Is a good thing. Okay, moving now into a lunge with a frontal plane reach. So you notice I'm side bending my torso towards the leg that is lunging, and I'm reaching my arm over top in that same direction. It's going to really lengthen that long line all on the front part of that back leg. Okay, it's also going to get a little bit of thoracic mobility there. Okay, now we're moving into a leg cradle. Maybe you want to support the knee joint and the ankle joint. Try to keep from torquing on that knee too much. And we're going to move into a lateral lunge. Okay, so this is kind of that simultaneous, that activation, that mobilization I was talking about is another key point to an effective dynamic warm-up. So we are putting our joints, especially our hips, through a full range of motion in a different plane. We're also really activating those glute and hamstring muscles by getting down to that deep lunge. All right, next movement. Quad stretch to a Superman or a Superwoman, depending on who's watching this video. Okay, so really challenge that balance, standing on one leg the whole time. The body's changing configuration, going from a tall standing position to a parallel position with the floor. So you're really challenging that stability there in that sagittal plane as you change the body configuration. And next, we're going to go ahead and move it down to the floor. Going to work on a little bit of thoracic mobility. So the area of your spine that is kind of the middle of your back all the way up to your neck needs to be very good and mobile. It can help keep those shoulders healthy. So bringing that knee up above the waist and crossing over midline kind of locks that low back in. And as you reach that arm from one side of your body to the other, so now you notice my right leg is up above the waistband and cross over midline as my right arm is reaching. So I'm locking my low back into place. It's a little bit of spinal flexion, and then I'm forcing my upper back to kind of rotate. All right. Got some great mobility work. It's always great to follow that mobility work with a little bit of activation. So we're lying on our stomach, doing a swimmer. So I'm trying to keep my body nice and straight, trying to pull my head up off the turf a little bit, chest up off the turf a little bit, keep my chin tucked so my spine stays neutral. I'm putting my shoulders through a full range of motion. Notice as I cross kind of like that plane of my shoulder, my thumb rolls from up to down. You want your upper arm to rotate a little bit, kind of clearing some good natural space for that shoulder there. All right, about 10 repetitions with the swimmer. And we're going to move along to some plank action. So we're getting close to the end of our warm-up here. So we're doing a little bit of core activation, trying to get all those abdominal muscles to fire. You can kick it up a notch by adding a little bit of a lower body march into it. You don't have to do this. It's just another way to make it more challenging. Okay. Remember, the key principles about a plank is you're pulling your belly button into your spine. Okay. Activating that transverse abdominis. Trying to breathe easy with ribs down. Squeezing the glutes. Drawing the pelvic floor up. Okay. It's going to get all those super, super deep core muscles working for you. Also, make sure that as you're marching those feet, if you choose to do the march with the plank, you're trying to keep those not the shoulders, but the hips square with the floor. Okay, so not a lot of hip drop on either side. You'll lose that base of support. Okay, moving into a side plank. Okay, you're welcome just to hold the plank. It's going to get those muscles firing well. But you can also kick it up a notch and do a reach through to a reach up, adding a little bit of torso rotation with this one as well. So you notice most of my joints are still stacked. My ankle is over my ankle. My knee is over my knee. My hip is over my hip. It rotates a little bit as it follows my shoulders. Really working on that good shoulder stability as you're rotating that upper arm above that. Great job. About 30 seconds there. Let's go to that other side. Going to have the left elbow on the floor. Going to reach with that right arm. 30 more seconds here, folks. And we are going. So in that solid plank, reaching the arm down and through, and then up towards the ceiling. Notice I kind of follow my hand with my eyes, getting that head rotating along with the rest of the body will really help kind of throw off the equilibrium a little bit. It has to make the body kind of feel where it's at in space without having to look at, all the time about where you're at in relation to the ground. All right, we're almost there. Nice work. Holding that solid plank. Great job. Okay. Look at that. We're warm. 10.5 minutes. Hopefully we're feeling a little bit better there. Okay. So about 30 seconds, we're going to get into this workout. Our first movement for the day is a deadlift. Okay. So if you have a kettlebell, let's use that. If you have a dumbbell, let's use that. Whatever it is that you have, you're trying to keep that implement kind of right there in the midline of your foot and work on that excellent hinge pattern. Okay, so just like we've done with the other days, on day 1 and day 2 for this week, we have about 30 seconds of work followed by a 30-second break period. Here we go, time to deadlift. So perfect hinge, remember you're trying to keep your whole spine above your hips completely neutral. So no movement whatsoever out of the spine, okay? Hips hinge backwards. Your weight is pretty evenly distributed in the foot, but those 4 points of contact, that weighted implement should be tapping the ground right between the feet. You're going to fire those glutes first as you extend the hips and stand up with the weight. And time. Nice job. All right, first round done. If you notice you've gotten a little bit better at the movement, even since we've done this last week, feel free to go up a little bit. Okay, you always want to be kind of challenging the body. You should be, about a 6 to 7 out of 10 on a difficulty scale once you get to about 12 to 15 repetitions in that 30-second time frame per day. Okay? All right, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Here we go. Time to hit that round number 2. So really trying to lock it in, draw those shoulders down and back. Keep that really solid position. Make sure you're pushing off both feet evenly. Really work on that excellent hinge technique. Keep on working, folks. About 10 more seconds. That's it. One other great thing is remember to focus on the exhale as you stand up out of the movement. So as you exert yourself and time. Trying to exhale through the mouth as you stand up with the weighted implement. Okay? I'm going to do a little bit of ankle mobility here. Okay? Remember, we're huge on ankle mobility. It really helps the hips and the knees up the chain to function a little bit better, as long as your ankles are good and mobile in that sagittal plane there. All right, a few reps each leg. Remember, you want about at least a fist width between your toe, 2 if you can get it. If you're trying to have that much space between the toe and a wall, you can still touch your knee to that wall there. All right, we're in round number 3. Here we go, folks. This is the last round with the deadlifts. Really focus on that technique as you start to breathe heavy, maybe fatigue a little bit. You really got to focus on it a little bit more. It's a chance to display some of that mental toughness. Great work. Here we go. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. All right. Exercise 1 is done. Way to work. About 20 seconds. We're going to move into the next one. So we're working on the pull-off press next. Okay? So that's the one where you have the band that's trying to rotate you to the side. Remember, you want that resistance coming from about belly button height. It's an anti-rotation exercise. All right, we're going to go to the left side first. So I'm stretching the band. If you have a cable system, use that too. Okay, so some stretch on the band. It's trying to rotate me to the left. I have to keep a good, solid, athletic stance as I extend my arms away from my body. That increases the lever arm of the arms. It's trying to rotate me even harder. So I have to really pull that belly button in and brace that core to keep that solid stance without that band rotating me to the left there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Quick switch. I'm going to use the other band so I have some good facing the camera right there. There we go. Nice. Okay. So same idea. Nice solid stance. I'm pulling my belly button in tight. I'm having a strong brace so I can extend those arms away from my body. All right, 15 seconds. Keep on working. Make sure we're breathing with ribs down, keeping that solid position. Belly button stays pulled in tight. Glutes squeeze lightly. Strong stance through the legs. Excellent job. All right, 30-second break. Going 3 rounds in this exercise too, okay? So remember, the first 5 exercises, just like the other 2 days this week, you have 3 rounds of 30 seconds of work with 30 seconds of rest. And then on that 6th and 7th exercise, the calf raise and the band pull apart, we're just gonna go 2 rounds, okay? We go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go time. Round number 2. If you're noticing some fatigue stacked up already, you just got to push through it. Really focus on that technique and that breath the whole time. Here we go. Chance to push through a little bit of adversity. Earn something here. 10 more seconds. Here we go. Keep holding that solid position. Easy breathing. Ribs are locked in and down. And time. Nice job. Okay, quick switch. Rotate to the other side. That band pull-off press or the cable system if you have it. There we go. Very nice. 4, good. That's it. Really try to focus. Keep those clasped hands right there in front of midline of that belly button. Don't let it spin you. Pulling the belly button in really helps. Make sure you're still breathing. If you do not have any bands or cables, you can also do this just by holding isometrically and pushing your extended arms into a wall. That will allow you to really kind of push and give pressure, and it forces those torso muscles to lock in and prevent that the shoulders and the spine from rotating. Okay, you notice I'm doing a little bit of a chest stretch right there, trying to open that back up. It's an excellent thing to use a door frame with. Okay, most of our door frames aren't terribly narrow, and it'll give us a chance to kind of get those hands back there behind our body. All right, here we go. And round 3, it's go time. That's it. Here we go. Keep on working, folks. Really brace those core muscles. Working on that draw-in maneuver. Keeping the legs strong, glutes squeeze lightly, solid neutral base. 10 more seconds. We're almost there. Nice job, folks. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. There we go. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice work. Okay. Right into that next side. Last 30 seconds here with this exercise. Really focus on that solid base. This is some more functional strengthening right here, okay? Being able to resist rotation whenever you should be able to is a pretty important thing. There we go. Keep on working. Functional strengthening of those torso muscles. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. Okay. Next one we have is pull downs. All right. So I'm going to use a band. Looping a band up over a door frame or a sturdy door is a great way to do this. If you have a door frame mounted pull-up bar in your house somewhere, you can get those for fairly cheap. That's another great anchor point that you can use for this. So for a very minimal amount of cost, you can do all this stuff at home. But if you have access to a gym, I'd really recommend using that as well. All right, here we go. 30 seconds. Pull down. So I'm trying to draw my shoulders down and back, create a solid base. I'm, again, bracing my abdominal muscles by drawing in. I'm just trying to pull my elbows down, kind of right about even with my ribs. Really keep those ribs down as you exhale and pull down. Notice I'm in a half kneeling position there, so one knee is down, one knee is up. If you have a chair and time or some other thing to sit on that's more comfortable than that, you're definitely okay to use that. Okay, so I'm stretching those big lat muscles out on the back right there. Those can get tight, especially with a lot of rowing and pull-ups or pull-downs that we do here. So it's important to have a strong back, but you can also always overuse muscles in your body, so always make sure that you maintain that full range of motion. Here we go. 2, 1, and go. Nice work. Getting those pull downs, working that strong back. Typically strengthening the muscles in the back, help improve posture. Having a strong back is very, very important to being a resilient human being. Weak backs get hurt. 10 more seconds. Here we go. Keep pulling, starting to burn a little bit. You've got this, folks. Keep working, keep working. Nice job, and time. One more round of the pull downs. And a little chest opener there. You can use that door frame, whatever you have available to you. A sturdy machine will work. And you don't have to hold every stretch as a static stretch. You can kind of move in and out of it. Always on this one, trying to keep those ribs down. You notice that's probably a theme that you're starting to pick up on. All right, here we go. Round number 3. Ready, set, go. That's it. Nice job, folks. Last 30 seconds with these pull downs. Keep it up. Those arm muscles, those back muscles might be burning. You can push through it though. Nice job, friends. Keep working. 10 more seconds. You got this. There we go. Keep that great posture. Lock those shoulders down and back. Ribs are down. Exhale on the pull. And time. Nice job. Okay. Now we're going to work the exact opposite of those pulling muscles. We're going to work our pressing muscles. Okay. So a military press is an excellent all-in-one exercise. It works those rotator cuff muscles as they're locking in tight to keep the head of that humerus in that ball and socket joint. It's also working those deltoid muscles, so making those muscles stronger in the shoulder, as well as challenging the core as you're lifting that weight over the head. So kind of one of those big bang for your buck exercises. Highly recommended as long as you have healthy enough shoulders for it not to be painful. All right, here we go. 15 more seconds. Keep on working. That's it. Keep it up, folks. Great job. Here we go. Almost there. It's going to burn a little bit, but you got this. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. Okay, here we go. Right to the other arm. And, yep, we're working. There we go. So pressing those knuckles straight to the ceiling. You see my hands are on my ribs right there. It's kind of a cue to help me stay neutral, stay centered, not overextend. Really work on your base as well. Your weight needs to be centered in your feet. Not too far forward up on the toes, not too far back on the heels. 4 points of contact on this as well. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. Okay. You're going to stretch it out a little bit. Those arm muscles are burning. Try to give them a little bit of a active rest period here. All right, here we go. Get yourself ready. We got round number 2 with those presses. All right, here we go. 2, 1, back that left arm. Ready? Nice, okay. Way to work. That's it. Good job, folks. So press those knuckles straight to the ceiling. Make sure you keep that wrist nice and strong, straight up and down in a neutral position. Not letting that dumbbell, whatever that weight that you're holding, break that wrist back. A little bit of cue for the ribs. Keep the posture. After you do that enough, you're going to feel yourself get out of position, so you won't have to have that cue there anymore. All right, switching it up. 2, 1, and go. Right back to that right arm, round number 2. We're almost done with this round. Muscles start to fatigue after these longer work periods with short rest periods. That's okay. The burn is not a bad thing. The burn is something that you're earning. Your muscles are working intensely enough to where they're building up a little bit of acidity as a waste product for clenching in so tight and working hard. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. Okay. A little bit of a break. Just got 30 seconds before this final round with the presses. So this is what are we on? Exercise number 4. We just got one more exercise with 3 rounds. And then we're back down to the 2 rounds. 10 more seconds. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready to go. That's it. Nice job, folks. Keep pressing. Great control. About a 1 count up, 1 count down. No pause at the top or the bottom. Should enable to get 12 to 15 repetitions each 30-second time period. There we go. Really maintain that great technique. Maintain the alignment. As muscles start to burn, they get fatigued. You lose a little bit of motor control. You got to really focus. Fight for technique. Nice. Okay. Working straight to that other arm. Working that burn. Here we go. You got this. That's it. Nice job, friends. Keep pushing through that burn. You've got this. That's it. Great focus, posture, breath, balance. There we go. Nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You made it. Good job. Okay. Moving on to our 5th exercise, the last one with 3 rounds. Very challenging one for balance as well. I know that we're better at this than we were last week though, so I'm excited to see it for you guys. Here we go. So remember, you're using a chair, a box, a bench, a bed, whatever you have. Most standard chairs are about 17 to 18 inches, so they work excellent. All right, 1 leg squat or a pistol squat down to the bench. Trying to get at least 12 repetitions here if you can. So you notice my center, my midline, is right over that knee, is right over that foot. Okay, it's gonna help you load that hip better. Help you maintain a little bit better balance. Make sure you're really using that draw in maneuver. Exhale as you stand up. That'll help stabilize those hips a little bit better. Nice. Okay. Quick switch to the other leg. So as long as your knees feel okay with this, you can make sure that box, bench, chair, whatever it is you're sitting on is kind of right behind the back of that knee. It's a pretty good height indicator for what you should be sitting down on. If it's super, super challenging, you can always use something higher, limit the range of motion. Just not going to get quite as much out of it as the lower ones, but it's an excellent way to kind of build up to the full depth. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. Okay. Round 1 for the pistol squat to bench is finished. There's 2 more rounds. You guys are really blasting through this. I love it. Keep it up now. 15 seconds. Notice these exercises that require a lot of balance, large muscle groups, and quite a bit of movement through a larger range of motion to really get that heart rate up. That's a completely normal thing. 2, 1, go. If you notice, you kind of build a library of exercises like that have large range of motion, use large muscle groups, maybe are more explosive. Those are the ones going to build more or burn more calories as you're using those for exercise tools. Okay, so using those big movements, big bang for your buck, where you can move a little bit of resistance, use as much muscle as possible, and go through a full range of motion. All right, switch to the other leg. And go time. Round 2 with that right leg. Okay, really trying to focus on where your foot's making contact with the floor. So remember, there's 4 points of contact: heel, ball of the foot, big toe, outside edge. Those are all pushing to the floor equally, helping to maintain that good balance. 10 more seconds. Almost there. Keep that great posture. Spine should remain neutral. Try not to hunch. Good job. All right. 1 more round. Doing great. We are almost there, friends. Using that breath. So in the nose, out the mouth. Trying to go and exhale a little bit longer, maybe like a 2-to-1 ratio than the inhale. 10 seconds. That'll help you recover more quickly so you can maximize that next work bout. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go time. Last round. 30 more seconds. Really work that balance. Keep that midline right over the foot. Trying to keep the knee tracking in the same line as the toe. Setting the hips backwards to the bench or the box or the chair, whatever you're sitting on. Trying to control all the way down without plopping. Having that midline right over your base is key to allow you to have control all the way down to that full range of motion. All right. Done with that left leg. Moving on to the right. You've got this. Last 30 seconds. Focus on the balance. Focus on the technique. Actively squeeze those muscles. Trying to put as much pressure on the joints. Got to play the long game. Not trying to wear our joints out early in our life. It's good to be strong, but you can get there without wearing yourself down. Here we go. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice. Okay. Moving on to our last 2 exercises. Just 2 rounds in each of these. We have some single leg calf raises. 2 rounds in 30 seconds. And we have band pull aparts. 2 rounds in 30 seconds. Both very important muscles for the back side of the body. Those all make up what we call the posterior chain. Anti-gravity muscles, health muscles, or even performance muscles. Here we go. And go time. So calf raise. Remember, pushing through the ball of the foot and the big toe. Super, super important. Okay? Trying to get that full range of motion. You notice I'm on an elevated step. That way my heel can get closer to the floor. Your muscles and joints adapt specifically to the ranges of motion that you put them through. Okay? So making sure you're strong through a full range will help prevent injury, will help you perform better. 2, 1, and switch legs. All right. Shouldn't be bouncing a lot with a calf raise. I want it to be more controlled. Okay? There's plenty of time to do the bouncy stuff. That's what plyometrics and the warm-up periods are for. Okay? Should be fairly controlled with the tempo, maybe at 1 count down, 1 count up, trying not to bounce at the bottom. That's definitely cheating if you're bouncing out of it. Muscles are doing less work. Your bouncy tendons and fascia are taking the brunt of it if you're doing it like that. 3, 2, 1, time. All right. 1 more round calf raise. This is actually an excellent and very important exercise if you're an avid runner, okay? Having a strong lower leg will help kind of absorb the forces of impact as you take a step while you're running, but it'll also help to transfer force that you generate with your core, your hips, and your upper legs and make you more efficient at putting force in the ground, which is going to help you move in the direction you want to go a little bit more fast. All right, here we go. Round number 2. Full range of motion. Try to keep the rear part of that foot completely neutral, straight up and down. Remember, pushing the big toe and ball of the foot. Can't say it enough. 15 seconds. Almost there, friends. If it burns a little bit, that's okay. You got this. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Time. All right, switching to that right leg. Last 30 seconds here. That's it. Nice job. Here we go. Keep working. Get a little good stretch at the bottom there. Really trying to stay tall as you can. Everything above that knee. Tall posture. Try to be full extended at the hip. That's it. Knees fairly straight. 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nice work, guys. All right, last exercise. Got some band pull aparts. So feel free to use that same band you use for the pull downs and the pull-off press if that's what you have. If it's a big, thick band, you just put that rubber band around your waist like a big, giant, loose belt. And now you only have to stretch one part of the band rather than both parts. It might be too difficult. Okay? So remember, shoulders are down, away from the ears. Shoulder blades are drawn back, pinching the middle of the back. Trying to keep your wrists strong and neutral so that your knuckles point at the wall on either side of you. Okay? Do not let that wrist break. Ribs have to stay down. Chin is tucked back, so you're in a neutral position. 10 more seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job. Okay. Here we go, folks. This is it. Home stretch. Little rest one more time with the band pull aparts. Really working on those good postural muscles. About that time. 15 seconds. Here we go. So get yourself set. If you want to do this with a little bit of variation, you can always hold your palms up. That's going to hit that rotator cuff from a little bit different of an angle. There we go. Last 30 seconds here, folks. You're working so hard. You deserve the results. You're going to earn them. That's it. Keep on pulling. Starting fatigue. You got this, though. Draw those shoulders down. Draw them back. Pinch those blades back in the middle of your chest. Set that solid base for those shoulders to move off of. 3, 2, 1, time. Great job. You did it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Got A-Day Week 2 Rocksteady Boxing finisher. Happy to have you. Hope you guys are recovering well from the work you've already put in this week. Okay, today we've got 10 rounds, 10 30-second rounds. We'll have some rest period in between. Okay, the first round we're going to have is shadow boxing, just like usual. We're going to start nice and easy. Okay, then after that, we're going to do a freestyle. Round 3 is going to be some numbers. Round 4 is going to be a speed freestyle. Round 5, we got some more numbers. Okay, so you guys will see a video of me hitting a bag. You guys at home that don't have a bag, just follow along with us. Even without hitting a bag, you should still be able to get plenty of work, plenty of cardio in, really get the body moving. Okay, we are almost ready. All right, so first off, we got a 30-second round of shadow boxing. Are we ready? Go. Shadow boxing. If you have a bag, nice and easy hits. Without that bag, you're just moving. Get the legs moving. Stay bouncy. Get nice and easy taps off the bag. Almost done. Hang in there. Exhale with each punch. And that's time. Good. Rest. Nice deep breaths. We're going to slow that breathing down. Okay. Our first round on the bag is a freestyle round. You can do whatever you want. If you're not hitting the bag, you could still do any kind of swings, any kind of combinations, any kind of numbers, whatever you feel doing, whatever you feel like doing. All right. And go. Stay bouncy, stay light on your feet, no flat feet. Exhale with each punch. And remember to exhale, you have to inhale. Okay, you can't breathe air out that you don't have in. Keep those hands high, stay moving, stay active. Whatever you're working, good work this time. All right, rest. Nice deep breaths. Slow the heart rate down. Control the breathing. Up next, we have numbers 1, 4, 3, 2. 1, 4, 3, 2 for 30 seconds. Go. 1, 4, 3, 2. Let me hear you guys counting at home. Call your numbers. Breathe. Breathe. 1, 4, 3, 2. Stay light on your feet. Time. Good. Relax. Take some time off. A couple deep breaths. All right, speed freestyle. So you're going to hit the bag or the air as fast as you can. We're going for speed this time. Good work. It's your freestyle, so do whatever you're feeling. Do whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you unhappy, whatever you need to work on. Exhale with each punch. Keep it up. Keep it up. We're almost there. Good time. Good work. All right, next one is our halfway point, round number 5. We're at our halfway point. We'll take a quick break after this and get some water. Okay, round number 5 is 5, 7, 6, 8. Okay, so you got to do 2 hits with one side and then switch sides and do the exact same hits with the opposite hand. Go. 5, 7, 6, 8. Talk to yourself. Say it out loud. 5, 7, 6, 8. Keep the hand that you're not using up by your head. Protect that face. Just the back, because the bag can't hit back doesn't mean it won't, right? Almost there. And time. All right, everybody take some water, get a water break. We'll come back in just a second. Little break. Good work. Take this time to slow the heart rate down, control that breathing. You can stay active, do some stretching, do some arm circles. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 is next. 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing special. Go. Let me hear you. 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll notice sometimes I'm changing the cadence. I'm changing the rhythm that I punch with. Sometimes the 1 and 2 are really fast, and then the 3, 4 are really powerful. Okay. Might throw a 1 and then follow up immediately with a 2. Okay. We can take our time getting through each move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Almost done. Time. Good work. We'll take a little rest. Do it again. Good stuff. Keep going. Try to take a chance to breathe. Nice deep breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, under control. All right, freestyle, go. Freestyle, dance around. Keep moving. Work on something you're struggling with. Work on something that you feel good about. Change it up. Dance back and forth, dance around, keep the feet moving. Your body wants to stop moving when you get tired. You can't let that happen. You got to move the whole body the whole time. Good. Keep it up. Time. Nicely done. Take a quick break. Short rest, and we're coming right back at it for 30 more seconds. All right. So we're going to do a 1, 2, and a duck. 1, 2, you duck to the side, you duck straight down. Okay. 1, 2, and a duck. Keep those hands up. You can change it up and go 2, 1, duck. You can change it up and do 1, duck, 2. You want to squeeze that midsection. You want the midsection to be in control of your movement. So when you duck, you start by squeezing the abs and pulling everything down. Duck to the side, duck straight. Time. Good work. We got 2 rounds left. Up next is our power freestyle. Earlier we had a speed freestyle. So you got to do whatever you wanted. You just got to do it as fast as you could. Now it's the exact same thing, but you're doing it as hard. You're doing it. Every hit should be as powerful as you can. Load up, explode through. Okay, power freestyle. Next to last round. Ready, go. Really rotate through with each punch. Keep it close to the body. Keep those elbows tight. Keep the hands up. Good. Especially when you're hitting with power, it's really important to exhale with each punch. You inhale, and then on the punch, you get rid of that air in a sharp fashion. Almost there. Power, power, time. All right, gang, last one right here. And it's a freestyle. You get to do whatever you want to close out the day. Keep your feet moving. 30 seconds stands between you and not having to deal with us for another day. All right, we're getting there. Freestyle, last round. Ready, go. "30 seconds. This is the last 30 seconds. Don't save anything. You got nothing to save. You notice I'm switching my feet. I'm doing some dancing around. It can't keep the feet flat. Got to keep moving, keep moving. Almost done. Almost there. Keep moving, keep moving. And that's time. Good work, guys. Good work. Excellent job, folks. Great work today. Very good. Have a great day.